Mhm. Yes, my dearest youngsters, one more day that we are together to learn Bhaja Govindam as well as Bhagavad Gita as well as a common sense thought. Like every day, these are the opportunities and blessings we give to ourselves for our own improvements, our own transformations, for our own betterments, for our own better performances, for us to get better results, for our better happiness and joy. This is how we are together. There is no doubt, there is no ambiguity in it. These Gita shlokas meaning sometimes may appear to be heavy, even boring, irrelevant, etc., not sorting out problem like that. This being the state of our life we are in, called as a youthhood, young, dynamic, wanting only to be extroverted. But those who are so far sincerely, seriously listening, whether they are of 15 years age, 18 years, 20, 22, our classes are for up to the age of 28. Whoever are listening, by now they know the sublimity, the beauty, the utility of this Gita Jnana. Keeping that in mind, you have to conquer that heaviness and boredom and have that patience for those notions to go away and again involve in learning Gita in an inspired mood. This learning, when it is implemented, then the results come. Most of these Shastric Jnanas are of internal type in the sense they tell us to change our intentions, change our attitudes, change our aptitudes, remove the wrong imaginations, wrong notions, replace them by right understandings, etc. So they are more of the internal type than the outer actions, because actions finally are the grosser expressions of what we have inside. If inside we have non-positive, actions will be non-positive. If the inside the positive, the actions outside are positive. Like inside my notions are of theft, then action also I'll do of theft. Inside, if my makeup is of giving, then I'll be a charitable person. So all actions depend on our own inner attitudes. All attitudes depend on my own correct, authentic, complete understandings or non-understandings. Shastras give us the correct, complete, authentic understanding. Based on that, we have to have our attitudes, intentions. Accordingly, when we act, the actions would be called as nobler. Nobler actions always give nobler results only. So may we try like that, give a chance to ourselves, give a chance to Bhagavad Gita Mata, Vyasa Bhagavan, Krishna Bhagavan, Gurudeva, or Gurus to change us, to help us. Let us try. So in today we have the Bhaja Govindam, the first shloka. We have not explained exhaustively. 50% is done. Remaining we do today. Then we'll go to our common sense thought for 2-3 minutes. Then our Gita. In Gita, seventh chapter we started. In that the name of chapter is Jnana Vijnana Yogam. Bhagavan says, if you have these 3-4 preparations, point one, two, if you follow what I am going to teach, three, you will know me in experience. Four, if you know me and experience me, there is nothing in the world remains to be known, to be gained, to be experienced. It includes everything. This is what Bhagavan will say in first two shlokas. Third one he says, there are very few among millions who get the rarer than the rarest opportunity to know about the presence of such pursuit. Among those knowers, only very few try. Among those who try, very few only reach out to. Therefore, though it is freely available to all, but all are not available to it. So you become available to that ultimate thing and reach out. These are the inspirational, encouraging words by Lord in the first three shlokas. With that, having attracted our mind's attention, he from the shloka 4 starts giving what he is promised, what is the title of the Shastra chapter called as Jnana and Vijnana. Jnanam, the theoretical understanding about the Lord and His powers. Vijnanam is what are the practical things to be done to be blessed by the powers of the Lord as well as to be united with the Lord. These are the things. Now, you being youngsters, busy in your college, office works, you may feel that this is not so necessary. But at least for the audition, for collection of the information, it is good. You may not plunge into this spiritual activity straight away, but somebody is willingly giving us, you take it and keep somewhere. Like their birthday and all, so many gifts come. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि उसी दिन आप यूज करते हो. शादी के टाइम भी इतने गिफ्ट आते हैं. You don't use all. You keep them, and whenever they are needed, you use. So too these Gita Jnanams, mainly the spiritual oriented, even if they appear to be not immediately required for you, because you have to succeed in life, you have to make a career, you have to establish in that, true. But at least gain the information, keep aside, and whichever the day or year or any time, when you find some extra time, then you can do them. Never hesitate to receive the knowledge when it is given. And some of you may even write from now only, balancing both outer life, spiritual life may grow in both of them. For them, this is more addressed. Clear? And I don't talk about the third category where straight away they want to leave everything, go only for spiritual unfoldment. If a very rare one of two of you are there, you're also welcome. But nothing should be done jabardasti out of emotional upsurges. Everything should be done out of maturity, wisdom only. Having said so, let us do our three things today of four things. First, our regular prayers, then our Bhaja Govindam, common sense thought, Geetha. So, be in a prayerful mood, be in that meditative mode, be in that concentration mode, be in the mood of cheerfulness, be in the mood of willingness to learn. With all these preparations, you will be a master. Okay? Start. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Friends, these are our everyday shlokas. Then we are learning one or the other shloka every day from last 200 days. Recently, a month we spent every day in learning Hanuman Chalisa with meaning. Seeing that, I felt like taking another text only to learn shloka as well as meaning. I found this Bhaja Govindam should be to be more beautiful to you. And we also gave in last 2 days of introduction. This is a text called Prakarana Grantha given by Adi Shankara. Seeing that old man, through that incident, he was teaching his disciples or students. So, in this, at the very outset, from the spiritual outlook, the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, four Purusharthas are told. In other way, it is teaching us the common senses. This text also teaches where we go wrong in our wrong notions or semi understandings or half understandings. So he tries to complete our understandings through every of the shloka. In this, 12 shlokas are his, 14 by his disciples, last 5 again are by himself. It's called as Dvadasha, Chaturdasha, Pancha, Manjarika Stotram. It also is called a Bhaja Govindam because first shloka is Bhaja Govindam. It starts title song. Then it is also called a Moha Mudgara because to our deluded minds and intellects, this is like a blow of the mace. एक दिया तो ठीक हो जाते बंदा. तो ये ऐसा हमारे मोह को भंग करने वाला, मोह को तोड़ फोड़ने वाला अद्भुत ये रसायन है या ब्लो है. In fact, it's like a hunter's beating only. It is like a big givings. Sometime when somebody is deluded, give एक आधा नींद में ऐसे ऐसे बोल रहा है, एक थप्पड़ दे जाग जाता है. We also, in our intellect, living a life of wrong notions, wrong imaginations, and all. So this text corrects us in that, which are very essential in our life. You will see when we keep seeing one by one shloka. The first itself is It's a moksha purushartha indicating shloka, as well as it is breaking the moha by telling us what exactly should be the goal of life. Clear? Now let us chant the mantra. What I said yesterday will repeat in 1 minute. Then what is to be taught today, we'll learn that. Shloka is Om अथ श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत भज गोविंद प्रकरण शास्त्रम प्रथमो श्लोकः ओम भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुं करणे अगेन भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहीं नहीं रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे. So, one by one points. Point one, that old man at the age of doing Bhajagovindam and reaching God, he is only doing Dukrum Karane. Means he has not only wasted the entire life in unwanted things, even now also he is busy in Dukrum Karane, not in Bhajagovindam. So, what is a lesson to be learned from that by all of us is we have to do everything according to its own time and age. Is it not? Neither too late nor too soon. Now, this work of Bhajagovindam need not be postponed to old age only. Whenever it clicks to you as early as possible, you can do to your help. Okay, if you can do, it will help you. Now, the meaning of this shloka, second line is what? Sannihite kale samprapte dukrum karane nahi nahi rakshati. When the time of departure comes, all these dukrum karane, everything which you have done and achieved, other than bhajo govindam, none of that is going to protect you from the death, nor it is going to protect you from going into non-positive worlds. Whereas if you do bhaja govindam from the beginning, you already transcend before the death only the limitations of life and reach Govinda. Or even if you don't reach Govinda, as we saw in chapter 6 last slokas, it will lead us to a better, greater, higher, nobler future life. Therefore, be busy in your activities, learning, earning money and all, but along with that, start giving value, importance to Bhaja Govindam also. If this is clearly understood, you are a Sanmati, Jnanamati. If not, you are a Mudhamati. Your Mati, the intellect is Mudha, deluded. So a deluded intellected person wastes his life throughout only in squandering it in indulgences, etc. And neither he works to earn the things, nor he works to fulfill dharma, nor he encashes that opportunity called as life in serving the world, nor he does Vaja Govindam. Never he inquires the self or the reality or the truth. Such person who is living life like animal only for the ahara, for the nidya, for the bhaya, for the maitunam, that fellow though has got mati, but he is not rightly using it, not for higher purpose. With that mati, he is convinced only about negative things. Therefore, he is called a mudhamati, deluded in the intellect. What is a mudata? Mudata is a technical word. Moha vaichitya, chitta viparitata. We saw in earlier chapters of Geetha also, where you see the thing which is not and which you see not the thing which is there. So what is there is a rope. What is not there is snake. So not seeing the rope but seeing the snake. This is called a mudhata. So too the life is meant for Bhaja Govindam and reach God. Life is not meant for something else to go away from the God. Therefore, not doing Bhaja Govindam is half moha and doing all nonsense is the second moha. Like during your exams time, studying is a job to be done, entertainments to be kept away. So not studying but only indulging in entertainments, two ways you are mudamati. Your intellect is deluded in doing what is not to be done and in not doing what is to be done. It is everywhere. When the health giving food you don't take, health spoiling food we take, we are mood there. So to the activity, so to the involvement, so to with the people. जहाँ जहाँ हम फंसते हैं वो करना, जिससे हम बाहर आते हैं वो नहीं करना. All of that is moodamati. And wherever we with intellect understood what exactly we to be done for our evolution, and also know what makes us devolve, and we avoid things which devolve us, which do we do the things which evolve us, then you are not moodamati, you are sanmati. Same example, the one who clearly knows and follows what gives him health and immunity and strength. that only he takes, and what spoils his health, that he avoids is a sanmati. So to the time of exams, keeping away entertainment or postponing them, straight away fully focusing on the study and doing it well and writing exams well and getting good marks is called sanmati. Is it not a family? Maybe give the husband, wife, parents, children together. They together stay and save their money, make one house. Very good on right time. That's called as sanmati. Instead of that, quarrel with each other, squander the money, misunderstand each other, fight with each other. They don't need to go to hell because they're already created hell at home. They are all mudamati. You understand? I am giving you various examples to say how our mati is deluded in wrong understandings, in which what to do we avoid, what not to do we do. A friend is there in your college school, with that friend combined study करके together अपना career के लिए plan करके excellently beautifully mutually helping each other and becoming synergy also, you can be such a great achievers. But instead of that, stay together 15 years but never discuss about study, never discuss about career, only talk about all the nonsense things of the world which have no meaning at all. This is mudamati of those two friends. So too in a college with your professors, learning from them the subject knowledge, clarifying your doubts. These are all sanmat. Instead of that, becoming angry with the teacher and saying that I don't like the teacher, therefore I will not attend that class. Thus, don't master that subject and you fail in that subject. That's called mudamati. So too a good job is given by the Lord. Instead of working there very nicely, getting promotions, increments and all, it is sanmat. Instead of that, out of laziness, not going on time, not doing the work properly, we insulting, humiliating the boss and making him angry, and he sends you so cause notices, summons, everything done. So nothing works, then he writes CR and sends to the upper authorities. They will just remove you or suspend you. It is all because of Mudamati. So getting habituated to bad habits, Mudamati. Getting habituated to good habits is Sanmati. Having good friends is Sanmati. Having bad friends is Mudamati. You understand how many places we are totally wrong in our doings, because of which we are to, whenever we are miserable, something wrong we have done. And we are all the time miserable means we are doing always wrong. Sanmati, a matured, right, understanding person. Modamati, a deluded fellow. Again, पॉइजन को चीनी डाल के मानकर दूध में डाल के पीना, मर ही गए, दैट्स मूढ़मत. चीनी को चीनी, पॉइजन को पॉइजन मानकर पॉइजन को दूर रखो, चीनी को ले लो, दैट कॉल्ड सन्मति. क्लियर? सो हे मूढ़मते, डुक्रुं करणे नहीं नहीं रक्षति, सन्नीते काले संप्राप्ते. अब जाने का टाइम आता है ना, ये सब तुमको हेल्प नहीं करता. So this we have discussed yesterday. What goes with us, that only we have to do. What is good for us, that only we have to do. Don't get tempted by the temporary pleasures, etc., for which you do the wrong things and end up in soup. Therefore, total shloka, Bhaja Govindam. So serve the Lord, Bhaja Govindam, serve the Lord, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja, serve the Lord only. If not, Modamate. And what is a blow here, Bhagavan Shankara giving? Sannite kale samprapte dukru karne nahi rakshate. Ye gunavate govindam bhaja. It is like that. तेरा जाने का टाइम आता है, बेवकूफ ये सब तुमको हेल्प नहीं करता, थोड़ा भगवान का नाम लो अभी से. That is the way you have to understand it. Every of our shastras have their own tune, and we are explaining. Somebody should know all that to teach you. More than that, there are millions to teach. You should have interest to go and learn. Okay? So I explained to you what is the meaning of Mudamati, what is the meaning of Sanite Kale Samprapte, what is the meaning of Nahi Nahi Rakshati, what is the meaning of Dukrum Karne. What is the meaning of Bhaja Govindam? Yesterday one aspect we told, uska detailed 10 minute आपको मुझे बता रहा है आज. Yesterday we said Bhaja has 3 meanings. Bhaja Sevayam, Bhaja Bhakti, Bhaja Ekatve. That Bhaja means service. Second Bhaja means reducing the gap and becoming nearer and nearer. Third Bhaja means, meaning of Bhaja means becoming one with. So serve the Lord, Bhaja Govindam, become in proximity to the Lord, go nearer and nearer to Him, Bhaja Govindam. Third one is become one with Him, Govindam Bhaja. So 3 टाइम भगवान ने कहा, उसका अर्थ ये है, पहले उनका सेवा करो, उसके बाद उनके पास चला जाओ, सो तीसरी बात उनके साथ एक हो जाना. Finally become one with the divine is Bhaja Govinda, ultimate Bhaja Govinda. As a human being in the knowledge, wisdom, meditation, everyone should reach to that. That's a duty as well as right also. Clear? Now what I have to add today for you is why Bhagavan said Bhaja Govindam 3 times. 3 times he said because Lord has given us 3 equipments. All the 3 equipments he gave us only to do his bhajana so that we reach him. Instead of using those three equipments to reach Him, we misuse those three equipments to go away from the Lord. That is called Mudamati. Now you understood what's Mudamati? लाइक 1000 रुपए दिया है अच्छा खाना वाना खा के जीवन को चलाने के लिए, उसी 1000 रुपए से आपने दारू वगैरह पी के खराब कर दिया, दैट इज कॉल्ड मूढ़ता ना. In the same way here we are given three equipments. With those three we have to do only bhaja govinda, not anything else. Anything else done is mudata. And what are the three equipments? One is body, second is speech, third is mind, more importantly. Therefore with the body bhaja govinda. So one Bhaja Govindam is for the body. With second is one Bhaja Govindam, second Bhaja Govindam for the speech. Third Bhaja Govindam is for the mind. Therefore, with the body, speech, and mind, do Govinda Bhajanam, not anything else. So that is the meaning of it. So now one by one, what is the meaning of Bhaja Govindam with the body is these two things. Very simple, direct. One is what? Let your body be involved at least half an hour every day, 1 hour every day in really doing the physical services to Lord through the upasana, puja, ityadi. That your own puja mandir में डेली 1 घंटा भगवान का जो कोई भी रूप है, गोविंद हो या लॉर्ड शिवा हो, उनका अच्छी तरह से अभिषेक करना, चंदन कुमकुम लगाना, knowing or feeling that Lord is very much there and you are doing it to Him only. In this way, when you do all the puja archana and this abhishekam archana, then chandanadi, sara karte ho na. So it's a big process. No, first you do the dhyanam, then you avahanam, then asanam, then padhyam, then argyam, then asavanam, then snanam, then vastram, then upavitam, then gandham, then kumkumam, then abharana, then alankara. After that you do 108 या 1000 नाम से पूजा. Then you give धूपम, then दीपम, then नैवेद्यम, उसका तांबूलम, then मंगला आरती, then मंत्र पुष्पम, पुष्पांजलि, आत्म प्रदक्षिण नमस्कारा. All of them are with physical body, with objects. I worship the Lord whom I love, from whom I want His blessings, who is Govinda here in my own puja room or going to nearby temple. This physical body is given that way to serve the Lord. Now, when I do, be attentive, this type of upasana to the Lord in my puja room for 1 hour, what will happen? Two things will happen. One, in that stone like idol, I develop Bhagwan's buddhi. Means it is a Bhagwan, that idea. And to myself, what idea I develop? I am a devotee to worship him. है ना? मैं भक्त हूँ और वो स्टोन भगवान है. ये भावना जब 1 घंटे में हमको आ जाता है ना, आना चाहिए. फॉर दैट ओनली दैट पूजा रूपी भज गोविंदम वी हैव टू डू. नाउ द सेकंड मीनिंग ऑफ भज गोविंदम विद द सेम बॉडी इज what stone which I have seen here as Bhagavan Govinda. When I come out of that puja room, be careful. Listen to next sentence. I am giving you the maturity for the entire life. Once you come out of puja room, that stone which was a stone, but which you trained in your mind as God, same thing you extend and say, all the world which is there in front of me in the form of names and forms, everything is Govinda only. Then what I was doing to that stone in the mandiram, भगवान की मूर्ति को, by doing puja I became a devotee. Now to the entire world now, which is nothing but God to me, I am a humble devotee to serve with the same body where I did puja there. Here, whatever the world asks from me, doing that to the world as a worshipper. This is the second Bhaja Govindam with the body. So पूजा मंदिर में भगवान, जगत रूपी भगवान. पूजा मंदिर में भगवान को पूजा के द्वारा भज गोविंदम किया, बाहर के जगत को हमारे धर्म के द्वारा, सेवा के द्वारा हमने भज गोविंदम किया. फॉर दैट ओनली द बॉडी इज गिवन. If I do this puja mandir mein puja with the body, the Almighty is watching it, seeing it. He will bless me with all the best of the things. So too in the world, when I take the world as Lord and devotedly serve the world will accept it. World will love me so much. The world also respects, reciprocates me. Instead of these two, the body not serving the Lord, not serving the world, only propitiating this body with all its own comforts or laziness, etc. We are misusing this deha. well, अगले जन्म में भगवान will not make you a human body. He'll make you buffalo या बंदर. जैसा हमने जीवन जिया वैसा बनाएगा. सोते रहे तो he'll make us a python, because python सोता ही रहता है. चिल्लाते रहोगे तो you'll be made as that type of animal. हाँ, लेकिन खड़े हुए कुछ काम नहीं किया, यू विल बी मेड एज ए ट्री ओनली. हमेशा खाते गए like a glutton, that type of gluttonous body will be given. Because as a human being, you are not doing Vajagovindam, human body. For that only it is given. But which are the people, which are the school subjects, college subjects, which are the parents reminding you of this, that the body is for serving the Lord in the puja room, serving the Lord in the form of the world. The moment the attitude of service comes in the mind, will not all negative attitudes go away from my own mind? Then I not become freed from my own mind's negative notions? बोलो इससे बढ़कर क्या समझदार है रे बच्चों लोग? अब नहीं तो कब सीखोगे रे? तुम नहीं तो कौन सीखेंगे? If you being Indian Sanatana Dharmins, if you don't have the art of living this way, and who else I can tell, whom else I can expect from? From now onwards, after listening this shloka, your whole life is Bhajagovindam with the body, serving the Lord in puja room or temple, and serving the Lord in the form of the world. That's it. Be a servant. Just go on serving physical bodies. Till the body falls down, go on serving. Like a patriotic people, देश के लिए पूरा उन्होंने शरीर को न्यौछावर कर दिया. We don't limit only to the nation, to the entire universe, wherever we are placed. Today, the world has become very small, not like earlier days. You being in your own various departments or the working places, anywhere you are transferred, anywhere you are sent for any work. So, wherever you go, that is God. You serve there, that's your Bhaja Govindam with your physical body. So one Bhaja Govindam I taught you at the body level. Now extend it, think about it as much as you can. We will get sara of it. Get convinced about it very strongly from now onward. Refuse any other thought for the body. That body is for indulgences, body for bhoga, body for sleeping and all. All that is the delusion. It is mudamati. That will not going to help you when you are going to die. On the other hand, when you worship the Lord, when you have taken the world as the Lord and served, when the body is left at that time, all the devatas will come and take you to the Uttama Swargaloka. No, I am telling only 5% of the meaning of these shlokas. 95% when you grow, you only will understand. But that 5% enough for you. उसका 1% भी आपको समझ में आ गया, उसका आधा भी आप follow करो, तो that will help you. Okay, the first instrument Bhagavan gave his body. With the body, he expects us to do the Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam is taking the world as God and serve him. Before that, create a devotee in you by doing the puja in the puja room to the Lord in whatever the form he is there. Crystal clear it is. This is what is glory of Hinduism. It teaches us to worship the idols. Through that, we are created as devotee in us. Then, instead of idol, we see the whole world as God. And instead of an egoistic, selfish person, we will be the servant of the God in the form of the world. Imagine when entire Indian youth are of this type of service oriented, devotion oriented, how glorious will be the country. No, the other way around, all are wretched fools of selfishness, aggrandized people, looters, plunderers, and living life only for the body's sake, not using the body for service. It will be a criminals. It's a terrorist का country हो जाता है. The country filled with such a terrible, useless fellows. Now, whatever the world, whether they are listening or not, you too are listening this Bhaja Govindam. So you have no right to be otherwise. Now you have to be wise only. And don't leave this knowledge half understood or negligent, neglected or careless. Be sincere about these knowledges and tips and mold yourself from now onwards. For you, your office is a temple. Your boss, everything is the worthy of worship. You don't worship them by putting an ariel on their head. Whatever they tell you, do it. Whatever they give, you take it. Just inside maintain that attitude. You will see in few months of time your whole orientation changes. The whole world looks to be really divine to you because it's a divinity only. Whole world is nothing but God's expression. In that God's expression world, we are seeing devil because our attitude is wrong. Because we have not created a devotee, we have created a bhogi, a useless rascal in us. Therefore, the world appears like that. डिवोटी को बनाकर सेवा करना शुरू करो, पूरा जगत भगवान ही दिखेगा हमको. श्री राम मैं सब जगत जानी, करो प्रणाम जोरी जुग पानी. Harivyapaka Sarvatra Samana. Where is it? Who is there other than God in the world? They're all higher, deeper things you will come to know slowly. गीता लकीली तुम सुन रहे हो इसलिए आपको उससे भी कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है. Second one is same. What is second instrument given with the Lord is our own tongue. The two in one instrument. Eating one also, speaking one also, and wagging one also. So this tongue, let us talk about the karmendriya aspect of it, the speaking aspect. And mind you all, there's no quarrels, fightings in animals because they don't talk to each other. And in human beings, the only reason for which we quarrel with each other, misunderstand each other, destroy each other is only one thing, because we can speak but we don't know what to speak. Okay, same way, the second level of Bhaja Govindam is with the tongue. Same thing as we said in the beginning. The two ways of using the tongue for Bhaja Govindam is, one is all the time chanting the name of the Lord, chanting the stotrams of the Lord, or reading the books related to the Lord. That's called as Bhaja, second Bhaja Govindam, service the Lord through the tongue. With this, the proximity with us to the Lord grows. सेवा भी हो रहा है, proximity भी हो रहा है. When the sadhana becomes intense, you will become merged with him also. Don't forget the meaning of bhaja, the three meanings: bhaja sevayam, bhaja bhakte, bhaja ekatve. Bhaja, you do seva. By that bhaja, you reduce the gap between you and God. Third, finally you become one with him. So Vani say, Sharir say. So Vani say, Bhaja Govindam. Speech say, Bhaja Govindam is all time. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Mata Sharanam Mama, Sri Sambho Sharanam Mama, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya, Om Namo Bhagavate Lakshmi Narasimhaya, Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. You understood? In this way, name of the Lord uttering is Bhaja Govinda. Govinda, 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 or Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. This is one. Second is, as I'm teaching you from last 100 days, every day one shloka, all related to divine only. That is called Bhaja Govinda. तो भगवान का नाम लेना, भगवान का स्तोत्र पढ़ना, भगवान का भजन कीर्तन करना, दिस इज कॉल्ड यूजिंग द वाणी फॉर भज गोविंदम. How many thousands and thousands of bhajans are there? Is that only they sing and some devotees? Why not you learn them? Each of you must know at least 1,000 bhajans by heart, 1,000 shlokas by heart. That you have no dearth of what to do when you are free, when you are in travel, when you are in a temple. ऐसे बुद्धू घोचू की तरह खड़े नहीं होना. You must chant all of the mantras. Learn them. How many wonderful bhajans are there? Even in cinema, they are there. And hundreds of great devotees have written thousands of bhajans on every Bhagwan. राम राम सीता राम रामचंद्र पाहि मां राम कृष्ण गोविंद हरे पाहि मां हर हर गंगाधर नीलकंठ पाहि मां राम कृष्ण गोविंद भज हरे पाहि मां कृष्ण कृष्ण गोपाल वासुदेव पाहि मां कृष्ण कृष्ण गोपाल वासुदेव पाहि मां रामकृष्ण गोविंद हरे पाहि मां राम 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 सीता राम राम राम. जय जय राम जय सिया राम, 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 जय जय. How many thousands of bhajans are there like this? The slow one, the middle speed, the higher speed. How many नटखट वाले भजन, मिठे वाले भजन, गंभीर वाले भजन, स्तोत्र, thousands of them are there. One day it made you chant so many of things. You know, Aigiri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandinute Girivara Vindya Shirodini Vasini Vishnu Vilasini Jishnunute Bhagavate Siti Kanta Kutumbini Bhuri Kutumbini Bhuri Krute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasuramardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute. Every tasty वाला भजन स्तोत्रास और कीर्तनास नाम संकीर्तना कितने सारे लाखों है हमारे. Now make your mouth chant all of them. Will from our mouth the negative words of cursing others, insulting others, will all they come? And how wonderful the heart will be filled with divinity when you are always chanting. I tell you one sadhana. From the moment you get up till you sleep, keep a corner of your mind and mouth only in chanting the name of God. Om Om kaho, Ram Ram kaho, Krishna Krishna, Shiva Shiva. Any, so many Devata Nam are there. Stotras I taught you, bhajans I am telling you. Maybe 6 months na, sometime, 2-3 mahine. Only bhajans will teach you and the meaning also. गुरु ब्रह्म रूप जानो, शिव का स्वरूप मानो, गुरु के समान नाही दूसरा जहान में। यह श्रुति वेद कहता, गुरु बिना ज्ञान कैसा, ज्ञान बिना मुक्ति कैसी आवे तेरे ध्यान में। गुरु ब्रह्म रूप जानो, शिव का स्वरूप मानो, पाप से बचावे गुरु, ज्ञान को सिखावे गुरु, ब्रह्म से मिलावे गुरु, तुरय पद ध्यान में। छल कपट त्याग दीजे, सद्गुरु की सेवा कीजिए, सद्गुरु की शरण लीजिए, खेलिए मैदान में। गुरु ब्रह्म रूप जानो, शिव का स्वरूप मानो। What you see and what you feel and what you think is not enough. See beyond and see above through your intellect. Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Nara, like that. In every language there are bhajans. अपने मदर टंग में गाओ भजन, हिंदी में है, संस्कृत में है, अपने मातृभाषा में, इंग्लिश में भी। विवेकानंद जी हैज रिटन सो मेनी भजन्स इन इंग्लिश, and our Sadguru Shivananda Bhagwan of Rishikesh famous, our Gurudev's Diksha Guru, how many beautiful bhajans he has written in English. So this is called the tongue se Bhaja Govinda. That's how divine is your tongue. Who is teaching all this in our schools, colleges, at home? Only abuses, only useless cinema गाना, सारे दिल तोड़े हुए गाने गाते हुए अपने खराब. Change that. Okay? Even cinema गाने. मन तड़पत हरिदर शन को आज. हाउस हजारों भजन है हिंदी के सिनेमा में भी, भक्ति वाले भजन. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. Oh, wonderful. Thank you to all of them. Okay, this is half of Bhaja Govindam with the mouth. What? Where we keep on taking the name of the Lord. Now the same Lord, again we saw earlier thing, the whole world is nothing but Bhagwan. Therefore, whomever you are talking, talk only the words of love, words of encouragement, words of inspiration, words of acknowledgement, words of gratitude only. If the tongue has to open, it should be having the nectar of all these things, including truthfulness. That is called Bhaja Govindam. For that purpose, the tongue is given. Instead of that, we abuse the people, we insult the people, we become angry with them, and we instigate in them also that enmity. Thereafter, you can't stay together. अरे यार कितने भी पैसे कमाओ बड़ा, ये अपने दोस्त बांधव नहीं है घर में, हमें इस मतलब जीवन में कीप ऑन फाइटिंग विद द पीपल विद द माउथ. व्हाट इज द एजुकेशन यू हैव, व्हाट इज द मेच्योरिटी यू हैव, इज दैट लाइफ वर्दी ऑफ लिविंग? People should long to listen you, not run away from you. You know, that abusive language, arrogant language, humiliating language, sarcastic language, instigate, ऐसी बातें क्यों कर रहे हो, क्यों ये सब सीख रहे हैं? कौन है शत्रु जो हमको ये सब सिखा रहा है? छोड़ो उसको. श्री हनुमान जी, राम जी, स्मित वक्त्राय नमः, मित भाषणे नमः, पूर्व भाषणे नमः. ऐसी वाणी बोलिए मन का आपा खोए, हौरन को शीतल लगे आप ही शीतल होए. You know, this all Kabir ji's dohas and all. How many Keyurani na bhushayanti purusham na harana chandrojjvala na snanam na vilepanam na kushumam na alankrita murdajaha vanyeka samalam karoti purusham ya samskruta dhayate kshiyante kila bhushanani satatam vagbhushanam bhushanam. The real ornament is speech only. Let the nectar come out, let the love come out. Never, how much or bad the other people may be, you don't talk after even one word of insult to them. Just speak truth very sweetly, humbly. That's it. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam. You understood? Learn the art of oratory, speaking. Not only big lecture baji dena, वो भी चाहिए आपको professionally. But the real profession in life is able to make yourself happy and others happy. That is by Bhaja Govindam. The second Bhaja Govindam is with speech. In the two Bhaja Govindams are one always on the tongue, Lord's name or Bhajan Kirtan. Second is when you are in the Vihara with people, talk loving. Even to animals, to the trees. None of them have, you have no right to insult any one of them with your mouth or speech. ऐसा डिसाइड कर लो. मैं तो सिर्फ कह कर जा सकता हूँ ना, करना ना करना आपके हाथ में. आज से शुरू करो. टू योर ब्रदर्स सिस्टर्स स्टार्ट टॉकिंग रेस्पेक्टफुली, रेवरेंशियली, लविंगली. जी लगा के बोलो, जी लगा के और जी लगा के, है ना. लाइक इन पंजाब से बेटा जी, पोता जी, दे आर जी. हाँ मेरे जी, पेता पोता जी, आप जी, किचन जी में जाकर जी, मेरे लिए जी, पार्ले जी लेकर आना जी. हाउ लवली दैट इज. ओनली इन पंजाब दे ऐड द जी. अदरवाइज दूसरे के ऊपर लड़ाई करते हुए बातें शुरू करते. डोंट कॉपी द पीपल हु आर डूइंग रॉन्ग. लर्न डू व्हाट इज राइट. बी वेरी इंटेलिजेंट इन लाइफ. 10 लोग ऐसे कह रहे हैं इसलिए सत्य नहीं होता. सत्य मेजॉरिटी में नहीं होता. सत्य सत्य अपने ही आप पाँव पे खड़ा होता है. स्पीकिंग स्वीटली इज सत्य. लेट थाउजेंड पीपल स्पीक हार्श, बट यू शुड नॉट फॉलो them. In this world, majority are non-positive. But in life, you should not follow the democracy of majority. You understood? In democracy, who are the majority, they become rulers. In the life, it's not so. 1000 लोग मिलकर एक बात को झूठ बोलते हैं कि सूर्य पश्चिम में उगता है, तो वैसे वो सत्य थोड़ी होता है. Whoever, even the whole world says the sun rises in the west, it is wrong. He rises only in the east. Is it not? So too, let the whole world behave in their own way. But we are learning Shastras, we are becoming dignified, we are becoming purified. Therefore, at all costs and prices and difficulties, we learn and practice and become natural in the art of speaking sweetly only to the people. This is second Bhaja Govinda. अब देखो, ये स्तोत्र आपने कितने बार सुना होगा, but how many of you know that these are got all these meanings? And what is the third one? That tomorrow we'll talk. Clear? This should be enough for the day. Why? What is the third Bhaja Govindam? With the mind, what we have to do. In this way, outside while doing your academics and professions, inside you have to mold yourself with all your great character and personality. Then blending of these two gives you every successes and happinesses. Thank you. That's what our Bhaja Govindam Shlokam. Yesterday we chanted 11 times. Today also we'll chant. 5 मिनट लगेगा. लगने दो, बाय हार्ट तो हो जाएगा ना. श्लोक स्टार्ट. ओम तत् श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत भज गोविंद स्तोत्रांतर्गत मंत्र से पारायण जपमयं सर्वे शंकर कृपया भगवत कृपया गोविंद कृपया भगवत दर्शनानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम विश्व शांति कल्याणार्थम सनातनस्य विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम च अस्माकमपि समस्त क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यादीनां प्राप्त्यर्थम च. ओम ॐ भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुङ्करणे. Done shloka and meaning also. I don't know why the Lord is making me speak at length. Maybe you all need it, deserve it. That's what's happening. Thank you. Now the common sense thought is same. What you have spoken so far in Bhaja Govindam, thank God I did not repeat. Today's common sense thought is only this much. What is that? Learn and practice and habituated to be a giver, not a receiver. The more you are a giver, you will be a king in your life. The more you are habituated to become a receiver, you will become a slave. And always remember, giving is always in our hands, and receiving is never in our hands. Therefore, when you try to become a receiver, maximum chances of getting disappointed will be there. But when you are a giver, maximum chances to be happy are there, because giving is in your hands, receiving is not in your hands. Therefore, the common sense thought, simple, straight, direct is learn to be a giver. And if you are married, you have children, teach the children also to be the givers, not takers. In our childhood, we were never taught to take. कोई भी कुछ भी फ्री में दे, नहीं नहीं मम्मी मना करते, नहीं लेना नहीं लेना. हम देते ही थे लेकिन लेते नहीं थे. Okay, now what are the things to give? Give money when it is required, give love when it is required, give service when it is required, give whatever the thing. Be a giver. The more you give, the more you'll have. The Lord will replenish. Now give, give, give. You are the this is the only art of life which makes us so beautiful. If you expect others should say good morning to me, others should say love, I love you to me. वो लोगों को तो आप पसंद होते ही नहीं हो. Therefore they don't do. Then you become miserable and they demand. Even then they don't give. Then you become angry. Then you create hatred toward them. Then fight with them. What a नौटंकी करने वाले बेवकूफ निकले रे बाबा. पता नहीं जिंदगी कैसे जीना. मूर्ख. मूर्ख. मूर्ख शिखामणि. मूर्ख रत्न. We all write as Mr. So and so, Murkha Ratna so and so. When we expect, we always be disappointed. Be a giver, bas, that's all. Those three examples, the rivers give water, the trees give fruits, then cows give milk. Human beings' life is fulfilled only in giving. Paropakaraaya vahanti nadya paropakaraaya duhanti kavaka paropakaraaya malanti vriksha paropakarartha vidam manava shariram. Be a giver. Give, forgive. Okay, get forget is a useless lakshana. Like Lord gives and forgives. An ordinary human being gets and forgets. But you want to become little better than the ordinary human being. Therefore, we'll also be like Lord, give and forgive. Forgive once for all if somebody does wrong. Never even remember it. Give a chance them for them to improve and come back to you and hug them. That's a forgiving. But before that, you give. Give money. Give food items. Give love. Give a good look. ओके, डोंट गिव ट्रबल्स, डोंट गिव प्रॉब्लम्स, डोंट गिव मिजरीज. स्वामी जी मैं भी देते जाता हूँ मम्मी पापा को, डेली इतना देता हूँ. वो लोग मना करते, मैंने की करा. अच्छा बेटा देख क्या रहे हो पहली बार. अच्छा क्या दे रहा हूँ, दुख दे रहा हूँ, दर्द दे रहा हूँ, परेशानियां दे रहा हूँ. मेरे प्यारे पुत्र, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. गिव मनी, गिव लव, गिव सर्विस, गिव फूड, गिव गिफ्ट्स, गिव आर्टिकल्स. डोंट गिव एडवाइस अनलेस दे आस्क, अदरवाइज दे विल बिकम एनिमी टू यू. जितना भी प्यारा बंदा है उसको शत्रु बनाना है तो स्टार्ट गिविंग एडवाइस. बट हाँ भाई आप दे रहे हो, मैं तो एडवाइस थोड़ी दे, मैं शास्त्र पढ़ा रहा हूँ, शास्त्र पढ़ रहा हूँ. इज इट नॉट? आई एम स्टडिंग फॉर माई सेल्फ, आई एम टॉकिंग थिंकिंग लाउडली. आई एम नॉट एडवाइजिंग यू फोर्सफुली, बिटा बिटा के थोड़ी कर रहा हूँ मैं. इज इट नॉट? सो गिव, बी ए गिवर. दिस अ कॉमन सेंस थॉट. देन यू आर ए मास्टर. इफ यू आर ए रिसीवर, यू आर ए slave. Don't encourage your friends, relatives, anybody to be a receiver, to get kicked. Be a giver only, especially to your children. Never ever the children should have even one thought कि उसने मुझे ये नहीं दिया, इसने मुझे ये नहीं दिया. Never think. Whatever you deserve, God is already giving from so many. And some of the murkatas of us is what? Whoever are giving us love and all, from them we don't receive. And those who are not at all giving us, we demand from them. In both ways, we prove our foolishness, non-common sense. So today's the common sense thought is this. You be a giver, master of giver. And if you deserve it, Lord gives from some place. Take it. Even if nobody gives you nothing, anything, never mind, you be a giver. You are all alone. Nobody is loving you. Nobody is even asking you whether alive or not, whether you are eating food or not. Never mind. Don't be a beggar like मेरे को कोई नहीं मांगता पूछता. No, be a lion like roaring. I will be a giver only, not receiver. इस तरह से Live life up being a giver, not a receiver. हम by default by chance आता है तो ठीक है, thank them, वो भी एक अलग art है. If somebody like you are a giver, they are also giving you, reciprocate it immediately. Whatever you take, immediately compensate with something else and extend the gratitudes, etc. Be humble at that time, because without somebody giving us also we cannot be alive. We need to be given by someone. So be humble there. And जितना minimum चाहिए उतना ही लेना पे. Don't be a covetous person to ask more and more out of greed. Learn this art. It will help you a lot in life. Otherwise, na मांगते गए and then asking when it becomes a demand, you will be creating such a hell around you. Learn these few arts. When somebody asks आपको क्या चाहिए, जो देंगे आप हम खा लेंगे. And the best thing only will come. When there's pure love is there, that time they ask you what you want, you can put your demand or whatever you like it. But sense the place where you are. When the people are not so much fond of you, or you don't tell कि ये दो वो दो, then और भी वो दुश्मन बनते हैं. जो है सो है बस. Like when you go to the houses of people, some are very fond of us. They are, स्वामी जी आपको क्या चाहिए? मैं तो डिमांड लगाता हूँ उनके सामने 3-4. They will feel very happy also to make and give. मैं भी हेल्प करता हूँ उनको. The other family इधर क्यों आ गया बाबा जी? Then further मैंने आज स्वामी जी क्या चाहिए? जो है दे दो. कल का खाना दे दूं क्या? परसों का अभी चलेगा. अगर वो खाकर मैं जिंदा हूं तो. I should not have demands. Good. This is how the life has to be a continuous learning and managing, etc. ठीक है. So two things we have done today. And Geetha Shloka 7th chapter. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Saptamodhyayah Jnana Vijnana Yogaha. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. First Shlokam. I am directly jumping into our main topic, for which nowadays we are giving less time because time is consumed by Hanuman Chalisa, Bhaja Govindam. They also are very good related to enter knowledges only. So what is the first shloka? Chapter का नाम क्या था? ज्ञान विज्ञान योगा. Jnana means knowledge about God. Vijnana is all practical tips to reach to the God. Yoga means following these two, becoming one with the God. That's called a ज्ञान और विज्ञान से भगवान के साथ योग हो जाना. That is what Bhagavan says in the first two shlokas also. I will try to explain as much as possible to convey it to you. You be attentive, alert, you will also know it. So, Sri Bhagavan Vacha. What it said, ki, three things when you do, or four things when you do, you will know me and you will reach me. Four things when you do, you will know me, you will reach me also. So, what are the four things? I'll chant the shloka only once and I'll just literally explain it to you. Try to catch. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Maya saktamanaha partha yogam yunjan madashrayah asam shayam samagram mam yathagnasyasi tachrunu. Maya saktamanaha partha yogam yunjanmadashrayah असंशयं समग्रं मां यथाज्ञास्यसि tat shrunu. Now let me put the meaning of this shloka for your easy understanding from the last word onwards. Bhagavan says tat shrunu. Shrunu suno. Beta wo mere se suno. Tat shrunu. Listen from me. What you want me to learn, sir? Yatha mam jnasasi tat shrunu. Listen that process, practicing which you will know me, and knowing and being are one with the God. When I know God, I become one with God. So जानत दे जनाई जानत तुम ही हो जाए. So please listen, by which you will reach me or you will know me. So mam yathagnyasasi tat shrunu. How you will know me, that I will teach you, that you carefully listen. And how do you know me? Which is completely asamshayam and samagram. Without any doubt, in a complete form, how you will know me and you will reach me, that I am going to tell you. Please, you listen, O Arjuna. Second line. Asamshayam samagram mam yathagnyasasi tat. I am going to tell you, you tat shrunu, tum suno. And for that to happen, that I will tell you, you have to listen, you have to have the three qualifications. They are said in the first line. First one is Mai Asakta Manaha. Second is Yogam Yunjan. Third, Mad Ashraya. What is the meaning of Maya Sakta Manaha? Like we know what is the meaning of love or asakti. So many things and beings we have already. Same that love, same that favoritism or that affection, let us say, have towards me. That's called Maya Asakta Manaha. And because whichever the place or person or object we asakti, we go near, we try to inquire a bit, we know it. Is it not? We try to be with that thing. जहाँ आसक्ति नहीं है तो हमको जाते हैं, लाइक यू हैव आसक्ति फॉर गीता, इसलिए आप आ सकते हो, जिसको आसक्ति नहीं हो तो जा सकता है. Like so many people, the devotees of Krishna and all, इतनी आसक्ति है, so they talk to Krishna, they give naivedyan to Krishna, they go to Krishna temple, they sing bhajans of Krishna. That asakti, you have asakti for TV IPL, so you are lost there. Somebody asakti for a girl or boy friends, then they are lost. So, my asakta mana, you let your mind be having that affiliation, that affection, love towards me. How to have that love? Because I am the God, I am giver of everything. So, develop it. Listen such stories of mine. Talk to your elders, parents. From them, learn the beauty of this asakti. So, my asakta manaha, those whose minds are attached to me with love. Second, Mada Ashraya, Yogam Yunjan. Second is fully mind is controlled, which is said in the sixth chapter. So I need not repeat. Third one is Mada Ashraya. Ashraya means what? Surrendering to the Lord from our side. Whatever comes is accepted as given by the Lord without complaints and without demands. With that, mind becomes undisturbed. Ultimately, in spirituality, the mind should be made undisturbed. That's called as yoga. That mind is applied in knowing the Lord. That becomes a siddhi or the final achievement. So, Mayasakta Manaha, we have to be. Let the mind be having devotion to God. Yogam Yunjan, the mind should be fully in our control. Madashrayaha, we have support only of the Lord, not of anybody in this world. With these three attitudes, whatever I am going to tell you, the paddhatis, the techniques by which you will know me without doubt, you will know me completely. That I am going to tell you, you listen it. असंशयम समग्रम माम यथा आज्ञास्यसि तत्, that I am going to speak, tat tum shrunu, tvam shrunu, you listen from me. Then in the second shloka, Bhagavan says, Jnanam teham sa vijnanam idam vakshyami asheshatah. Why should you tell me? Why should I know? Yat jnatva naiha bhuya anyat jnatam avashishyate. Having known and obtained which, nothing in the universe remains to be known or achieved. So in that achievement, every achievement is included. This shloka needs some light to be thrown. Tomorrow I'll talk on that. Then third shloka he says, to this path only few come, and among those who come, few only continue, and among those who continue, few only reach out to. So it's a rarer than the rarest thing. It's a big challenge for you. If you love challenges, take up this path of knowing me and reaching me. Then he starts from fourth shloka, telling about how the Lord is expressing in the form of this entire world. मजा आएगा अगर आप श्रद्धा से सुनोगे तो. लेट अस सी टुमारो. सर्वम कृष्णार्पणम. ओम मय्या सक्तमना पार्थ योगम युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः असंशयं समग्रं मां यथाज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु. भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डोक्रुं करणे. Common sense thought, be a giver, not a receiver. Thank you. See you tomorrow. God bless you all. Yeah.